medical school residency, I think it's a good time to reflect on somebody's life. And this is really, after this, you're going to work. So this is the sort of summary of your life up to this point. So Sean Wang was born on December 16th, 1980, and I'm probably going to butcher this. I'll just say China. That'll be good enough for most of us. It's good enough for me. This is Sean. I know, it's funny, for those of you that don't know Sean well, Sean does smile. This is one of his first smiles. And he is a happy kid. Look at him. That is one happy kid. And the other thing about Sean, for those who've gotten to know him, is Sean is cool. And I wondered when it started, and this is when it started. His parents put sunglasses on him from a very early age. You know why he's cool? Because his dad is cool. Check this out. Got a cool dad, you end up being cool. It's very cool. This is the family. As many of you probably know, in China you are only allowed to have one child. And so Sean's an only child. And I'm sure when they had him, they thought, we're done. Literally and figuratively. He started working at an early age. Sean was drove a rickshaw. I don't know. I guess there's no labor laws in China. And also, interestingly, he's, and this is not me making up a story, he started dating early. This is his first girlfriend. Now, Chen swears this is his first girlfriend. And I said, leave it to Sean to show up for his first date in a diaper. But this continues with the romance. He's getting a little bit more stylish. Sporting the, whatever that is. And then, right here, I mean, he's looking pretty slick from diaper to dapper in a matter of years. Pretty cool. So, but he left her behind. I don't think they dated much after that. Many of you know that Sean fancies himself a gangsta, and this is about as close as he ever got to that. There's a soft side to Sean. I like this one, a picture with a little stuffed animal. It's kind of cute. And there's the, crazy side of Sean, too, that some of us occasionally see that he'll show us. I love family photos. It's a nice, really extended family photo of Sean's, I guess with his grandparents in there as well. That's really, really cool. This is a elementary school picture. I had to show this to Sean. He had to look at it for a while to find himself in the picture. But he said, all these people look alike to me. For those of you who know Sean, these racist jokes come out of his mouth constantly, so usually directed against us, but this is Sean right there. He found himself. Not a lot of smiles in this picture, but I will show you later on. I think you get more of a goofy picture, but this is him in elementary school. This is Sean with his first bike, and I'm guessing a park in China. It's really beautiful. And so this one's, I love this photo. This is an elementary school photo. And there's two people you need to focus on here. One is Sean down here, almost hiding from the camera. And his future wife right there, Chen. Yeah, it's a sweet story. Oh, there's more to come. This is awesome. So there they are, and they knew each other very well during their grade school days. Here them outside playing. There's Sean. There's Chen. But he didn't ask her out then. They did not go out. So I didn't find out about the entertainer side of Sean until Las Vegas this past February, where he actually performed a Gangnam Style. It was incredible. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. And I found out that actually he was a bit of a ham back then. I guess he was entertaining people. They were all laughing at something. I'm going to guess it was Sean, hopefully. And he's quite a card player, too. Sean actually won the card tournament in Vegas as well, so he's a multi-talented young man. So Sean did leave China. They moved to Richardson, Texas, and he started 5th grade there, lived there for 5 years. Immediately took to Western culture, as you can see. You're really selling it in that picture, Sean. You're selling it. But, he did go through, I guess it's a mandatory phase for some people. I'll show you in just a second, but first he's celebrating. I guess he's happy to be in the United States. He's dancing, almost being kind of restrained by his mom. And then dancing again. He's very happy to be in the United States. Playing the trumpet, dancing again, more dancing. very happy. And this is him at his 12th birthday. So there's a period that I guess all kids go through, and I search, when I get the photos, I search for that awkward picture that every kid has. And almost everybody has it, with rare exceptions. And Sean's no exception to that rule. It's the nerdy Asian kid look right there. If you don't know what the look is, I'll tell you. It consists of two things. One is the shirt buttoned to the top. And the other is the eyeglasses with lenses the size of dinner plates. That's the look. And he sported it one more time that I could find in San Antonio. This is San Antonio, almost 20 years ago to the day. Sean visited SeaWorld, I guess, and he was in full Asian nerd regalia. He has a backpack. It's all in place there. But he moved to Minnesota. He left Texas for 2 years to go to Minnesota. And Sean told me this. I'm going to go ahead and say he told me with pride that he was ranked the 19th ping pong player. I know he says it's table tennis, but let's face it, it's ping pong. In the state of Minnesota. And that's Sean. I couldn't figure out why he lived in the United States when this happened. That's Chinese. Apparently it got written up in a Chinese newspaper. So his fame traveled all the way over there. But he was ranked highly in ping pong. But by the time he got in high school, he's actually kind of getting cool again. This is him with his buds. Playing a real sport now. Wearing his hat backwards, so he'd really kind of gotten into the cool guy thing by then, doing whatever this is that Sean does. I've seen him do that before. But something changed his life, and that is he went to a reunion of his classmates from China, what I showed you earlier, in 1999, and who would be there but Chin Chin, again. So they were reunited after all those years apart, and guess what happened? Sean did ask her out this time. And they went, this is them when they were 19, I believe. They started going out at that point. And Sean knows how to treat a lady, wined and dined her, took her to Pizza Hut. Wore a hat with glasses. Always the charmer. But it was romance that has lived since then. He went to Washington University, which is actually in St. Louis, for college, and graduated in 2003. Here you see him with his parents. And became a U.S. citizen that year as well. Eventually, he told me he's going to learn the English language. I'm still waiting for that. So that'll be good. It'll complete the whole package. Sean went to medical school here. Probably many of you knew Sean when he was a medical student here. And this is him with his parents, the first ceremony. And only Sean, and I'm serious about this, could make a short white coat look cool. That is like, look at that. No one could pull that off but Sean. That is so awesome. And he got married. He and Chin Chin got married in 2009. Now they got married, but they didn't have a wedding. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around this, but you'll understand in a little bit when you see the pictures. But this is them, the married couple, 2009, pimping it out. And Sean travels a fair amount. These are some great pictures that Sean returned to Beijing with his picture of Mao. Posed with some horses in Vienna. Stared at something in Paris. One-arm push-ups in Switzerland. I don't get the significance of that, Sean, but showing the mountains who's boss. And in Heidelberg, Germany. He's really traveled. Really he's traveled all over the place. There's him in New York City. Sean has a sense of style that not everybody can understand. And this is Sean doing what Sean does. Chin Chin sent me a series of pictures, and everyone was labeled in some way. And there was a series of about 6 or 7 that just said Sean and his hobbies. I don't know what that means. This is one of them. I'm guessing you were in New York. Where were you? Chicago. I love that picture. I didn't even have anything prepared to say about it. I just figured I could show it. You guys would laugh. I could move on to the next slide, which is what I'm going to do. Sean, another one of his hobbies is showing you or taking you to good restaurants. And that's one fantastic thing is when Sean comes to our clinic, there's 2 great things. One is he's going to move the clinic along and see patients efficiently, and we're going to get it done before lunchtime. And number 2, he's going to tell us a great restaurant to go to. And he's been very consistent with this. Sean knows his food. And I'm sorry you're having to go to San Francisco. There probably won't be many Asian food restaurants to go to, but you'll have to tough it out for a year. Sean graduated medical school here in 2008. And I guess he went out and dressed like this. This one I don't understand at all. I think you're trying to look like Bruce Lee. That is cool. Really cool. And there's this picture that I fully don't understand. So I first saw that and I said, well, that's weird. And then I was like, well, that's weirder right there. That's just... I don't even know. They're probably on some terrorist list. That's not, whatever that is, that's not good. And that just... I didn't prepare to say anything today, Sean. Actually, I was just going to show your slides and just silently go through them. And let everybody else come up with their funny things to say, because they're great. There's this soft side of Sean, and I think I can tell you're an animal lover. There's so many of these pictures with you and animals, very sweet. This is the soft side of Sean with mini dogs. Oh, isn't that sweet? With rodents as well. He's making friends with his pets. That's just wrong. I guess you were lonely that night. Just all of it sweet. That's every weird thing wrapped up in one little beautiful bow there. So Sean, although he got married in 2009, had a wedding in 2011. He took his friends, some of whom are here, to China with him to have the wedding. And so this is the actual wedding. And you see the parents of both Chin Chin and Sean there. Now, this is a traditional sort of Chinese garb for a wedding, I think. Is that a fair statement, Sean? This is what, I think it looks really classy. And they took a number of pictures. Apparently it's a trendy thing now in Asian countries to take these elaborate wedding photos. And I would feel like I'm invading Sean's privacy about what I'm about to show you, but Sean put them on his Facebook page, so I feel like I could do this. So they've circled around the residency. These pictures are legendary. And Sean loves them. I mean, as near as I can tell, he's very proud of them. And they're spectacular in ways that may be different for Sean than for me. This one I love. I don't know if Sean, where he got Liberace's wardrobe, but he managed to get it on in time for that picture. Gorgeous. This one, just come up with your own caption. Love it. This one's fantastic. It's a scene from a lost musical or something, I don't know. Another sort of Scarface kind of picture here. Asian Scarface. And this one's also kind of cute. But the favorite one of everybody, and this has been like a residency favorite, has got to be this picture right here. Within 5 minutes of me meeting somebody, I showed them this picture. I'm like, you got to see this friend of mine. So, we thought this is the faculty and residents. We thought this is the funniest thing we'd ever seen. But when I got all the pictures from Chin Chin, I did discover one more. It was the lost picture of Sean from the wedding photos. I still can't look at that one and not laugh. Oh, that's my favorite. I'm getting my composure to keep going. That's a great one. This is Sean calling himself to remind himself to never take photos like that again. I hope you got the message. So he did do one thing right. Sean and Chin Chin had the first boy, who's here around here somewhere, Lucas. Cute as a bug. There's Lucas. And Sean is next year going to go to San Francisco. He's doing a fellowship in laryngology at University of California, San Francisco, with my good friend Mark Corey, who's I think is the best fellowship in the country. So, and I told all my friends before the match, I said, this guy is the #1 pick in the draft. He's the #1 pick, and he didn't get a signing bonus, but he did get his first choice, and everybody was happy to see Sean go there. I think he's going to do a fantastic job. Sean, it's been great getting to know you. I've known you probably like 9 years now, a long time. So you're definitely, and you know I've said this before, I'll say it again, in terms of my subspecialty of laryngology, I've never trained a more talented guy, and you're the best. So that's 34 residents, it's a lot of people. So you've done a fantastic job. We're all very proud as a faculty to train you and look forward to following your career. Thank you.